Hello, beautiful people. Listen, Daruma, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be checking this video insight with Meghan Markle to assert her name in the US election. She will endorse Kamala Harris. Interested. We're going to be checking this today to hear what they got to say. Let's check it out.
And we're going to talk about the Invictus Games, Kinsey, and they're going to Birmingham and whatever. But the real thing is Meghan Markle, right? Meghan Markle is threatening to support Kamala Harris, and I reckon that would be the kiss of death for her bid as a president.
Well, look, Meghan has a relationship, a friendly relationship with Kamala Harris. I firmly believe that Meghan Markle will endorse Kamala Harris for president. This story is circulating because Newsweek actually took a poll asking how many people would be influenced by a potential endorsement from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. 40% said they would be influenced. 21 said they would vote for someone Harry and Meghan has suggested. And then 20 said that they would not vote for who Harry and Meghan suggested. I think that Meghan wants to be involved. Meghan wants to be included.
Yeah.
This is potentially a very historic election. We really saw Meghan involved, including with Kamala Harris, some voter campaigns in 2020. And I think this is a great way for Meghan Markle to get her foot in the door. Her father, Thomas Markle, has said that she's always had political aspirations. And what better way than to be somehow involved, inserting your name in the headline with a presidential campaign like this?
Do you get the vibes, you get the sense that she is a political animal?
I don't feel like she has tough enough skin, but I do believe that this is important to her. During that speech for the UN, she talked about writing First Lady Hillary Clinton. We saw her in 2020 work with Stacey Abrams, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, and Michelle Obama to do campaigns for women voting, getting women to the polls. And then we also saw Prince Harry and Meghan Markle during the Time 100 event on ABC say it was time for change, and Americans deserved change during 2020, which was a very subtle endorsement of Joe Biden at the time, not a blatant one, but a subtle endorsement for the Biden campaign.
Yeah, because if we do see an endorsement of Kamala...
Interesting to see that, but it's not even surprising because obviously now this one is just an easy access or easy way for Meghan to still be on the spotlight, or the spotlight be shown on her. So what other easy way or whatever best way to endorse Kamala Harris? Because I mean, people would now be like, okay, since the successes, they're also in support of this, well, that sounds like a good idea. Or what do you think? Because obviously these are people that they want to try every and anything. So I mean getting their foot in the door through using this medium. So I mean, endorsing the presidential candidate for the Democrats would be a good fit or good way for them to be seen or maybe be liked. Or what do you think? Never can tell because they want to try everything. But let's go on.
Seen an endorsement of Kamala Harris now by Meghan Markle. It will be the first time officially that there's been an endorsement from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, right? So do you think this could be the start of a political career perhaps for Meghan? We've been talking about it for years, haven't we? Whispers of wanting to go into politics, but this could be the start.
I absolutely think that you're right. This could be her first step in the door. And I think that Kamala would welcome it because all press is good press at this point. I just heard one of your correspondents say we've got 100 days until the election. Well, you've got to do what you got to do. You've got to get your name in front of all the donors, and you have to get people excited about you. And sometimes that's throwing everybody a curveball like Meghan Markle. And we saw some of her activity 75 days out of the 2020 election. So perhaps we might have to wait a few weeks. But she talked about how divisive Donald Trump was in late night interviews before she married Prince Harry. She has been outspoken about disliking Donald Trump, and I think she'd want to be a part of a very potentially historic presidential campaign.
Now, she's going to be part of an historic occasion for Birmingham as they host the Invictus Games in 3 years' time from now. How big a deal is that?
Well, you guys won. It was Washington, D.C. that they were potentially going to hold these games in. So perhaps Prince Harry's homesick. Perhaps he wants to spend a little more time with Eamon Holmes. But they aren't going to be holding it in Washington, D.C. They're actually going to be holding it in Birmingham. And I think that this is such a great opportunity for the Invictus Games to get back. 2027, you're going to see Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and all of these amazing veterans that have really, my favorite part is the veterans, all of the courage, all of the competition. It is such a unique element, and it's a wonderful effort by Prince Harry.
And it matters so much to Prince Harry now, doesn't it, Kinsey? I mean, it's one of the only things that he has left professionally.
I agree with you, and I think that is why he was so devastated by the negative reaction to the Pat Tillman Award, because to him, it was a reflection of this one thing that he's so in love with. So to have that negative reaction stung deeply.
Well, Ellie Costello is scouting Birmingham out tomorrow. She's going to Birmingham and basically to see the facilities they've held. Birmingham's held a lot of big events.
It has, yeah. It's got the NEC, hasn't it?
Yeah, and all the track and field facilities that are available for this sort of thing. So it doesn't come as a surprise, I suppose, that Birmingham itself is equipped to host all of this. But just remind people, Kinsey, of where the contestants come from around the world.
They're all over the world. I mean, I believe that Prince Harry says they've helped hundreds of thousands of individuals. And look, I mean, we're all very critical of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but at the end of the day, if this is his legacy, what an incredible legacy, because people wait. This is like their Christmas for some of these vets. They train all year long. They're excited to get together with their family members, this community. They compete against one another, but it's joy-filled, it's love-filled, and then they wait and they get ready to compete all over again the next time. We've got the Winter Games coming up. So obviously the Invictus Games that's happening in Canada. Obviously things are growing for Prince Harry. He did just lose an employee, so hopefully he quickly will, I believe it was the CEO, hopefully he quickly will replace that individual. But this is hopefully his legacy, and it's not some of the messy family stuff.
And do you think that we'll see Meghan Markle make an appearance at these games in Birmingham? Because there's been reports, hasn't there, that she never wants to step foot in this country again.
Well, that's such a good point. Perhaps time heals all wounds. We've got a couple of years for her to settle down, but that's a very good point that you make. There will be a question mark surrounding that based on the fact that she has not been there since the Queen's funeral, and she did not seem to be very pleased throughout that process.
Okay.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, Kinsey. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Are they really that likable? That's a question. But again, let's see how that goes. The question here is what made the CEO of the Invictus Game resign? Because something must have happened regardless, or maybe he got a better opportunity somewhere else. But I mean, the timing. We should also look at the timing. But let's even talk about Meghan. Of course, politics sounds like a good idea for them. I mean, that way they get a foot close at the door to roll with the elites or roll with the big guys and all of that. So it is good. Or what do you think? Because I mean, it is exactly the same strategy she used to come to the royal family, and she married the prince. So, do you think she's going to pull off the exact same strategy to get into politics? Who knows? Let's see how it goes anyways. But again, do you think they are such likable figure, or people like them that much? People really don't like them. People don't even care. The only reason why people care or speak about them is because of the royal family attached. That's one of the reasons why people talk about them. Other than that, people really don't care much about them or who they support or who they endorse. Or what do you think? I would really love your honest contribution on this. You can share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.